Hi everybody, my name is Barry Schwartz and this is the Search Buzz video recap. Today, again, is Friday, November 6th, and this is the search news we covered over at the Search Engine Roundtable at SEOroundtable.com. First up, Google has launched their app install interstitial penalty algorithm, specifically on November 2nd. Basically what this means is that if you go from the mobile results and then you click on to a website and there's a big ad that covers up most of the content, Google will consider that to be not mobile friendly. So that launched on November 2nd. They haven't seen many complaints about it, but it has launched. Next up, Gary from Google basically said that when Google Penguin 4.2 launches, which hopefully should be by the end of this year, he said he expects it 100% to be the real-time and continuous one. Of course, anything is possible, anything could change, but Gary basically said it should be the real-time and continuous version. Google said, at least Michael Fink from Google, the product manager of Google Search Console, said, do not build apps just to get the ranking boost. And of course, as you know, last week we launched the iOS and Android app for Search Engine Roundtable, and the primary purpose is for me to obviously experiment with app indexing, but also to report back to you how much of an impact that ranking boost is and show you that data. We're getting data in. We'll be sharing it over the next couple weeks, hopefully, as more and more data comes in. Google has launched a bold new look for the tablet search results and the Google search results, just when you search on an iPad or any tablet. And it kind of looks like this, but take a look at these local results. I did a search for Rusty Brick. That's pretty significant. Here's a Google result. It's a really interesting navigation across the top. It's a completely different look than you would expect from Google's tablet results. John Mueller basically said that if you want to show up in the featured snippets, what you could do is add schema to your web pages. Of course, if you look at any of the feature snippets, the vast majority of feature snippet results that come up, those web pages do not have schema. So it's very interesting to see that. Moz had some SEO issues this week, and they still have SEO issues, but they went to the forums, to actually Google Webmaster forums to actually ask for help, which is great to see. The issue was that if you do a search for any of their keywords, their rankings are not as good as they used to be. Plus, you see the UGC which is the UMOZ blog instead of the main blog ranking. It used to be the blog URL ranking, and now it's UGC. John Mueller actually came in last night and explained the reason for this is a very rare case where Google will say, hey, we think we could access most of your content on this URL, so we're going to go ahead and crawl that URL, even if you tell us to redirect our bots to a different URL. What you see is John Mueller saying, this content, UGC, is also available over here. This blog content is also available over here. Exactly the same URL, exactly the same content. You are redirecting us, but we see we can get it from all the UGC stuff, and we see the UGC URLs come up more often, so we're going to go ahead and crawl that URLs. It's very interesting to see that he's saying you should 404 the URLs. I don't think that's a possible case for them, because when they promote the UGC to the blog, they have to redirect the users properly using a 301 redirect. In any event, he said it's rare. It's very interesting. If you do have any redirect issues, take a look at that thread, because it's really, really interesting. Gary from Google issued a PSA on Twitter yesterday saying if you put content in JavaScript array and only expand them when you click on the those content won't be indexed by Google. And this is around the same thing we talked about with hidden content, hidden tabs, content within tabs, within click to expand links and so forth. Google cannot index that information for the most part. John Mueller said this morning in Google Hangout basically that the crawl frequency of a web page does not directly associate with its rankings. He said pages that are not crawled often, like monthly, they're crawled every month, they're crawled maybe every 6 months, those pages could definitely rank well, and they do rank well. This content just doesn't change that much. And he said that this morning. John Mueller also said that Googlebot will soon support HTTP 2 protocol. Now, right now, if you have a website that only renders on HTTP 2, Googlebot cannot crawl it, but hopefully by the end of the year or early next year, Googlebot will be able to crawl that. Google may launch a new feature called Sets in Google Search Console. Sets are basically a way to consolidate your profile. So if you say you have a Google Search Console profile for your HTTP site, your HTTPS site, your WW, non-WW, your mobile version of your website, like an MDOT, as well as maybe an app, you can actually go ahead and tell Google to make a set. You hit create a set, and this is not live, not even close to live. You name your set, you put the profiles you want in the set, and then you'll see the set show up here, and that will actually give you consolidated search data for that set. Google said they're planning on extending the historical search data from 90 days to a year. They said this back in 2013. It never happened, and we were hoping it would happen in 2015. It doesn't look like it's going to happen in 2015, but hopefully in 2016 we'll get consolidated. We'll get more than 90 days of search data in the search results. And finally, this is the fourth time I'm doing this video because I've been having issues. Google is testing a split view for Google India and some other places on mobile results. So if you do a search, Google will give you like show the results in English or show the results in Hindi. Very interesting, and you can tab between the results and see different information. Anyway, thanks so much for listening to the Search Buzz video recap. My name again is Barry Schwartz, and this is the search news we covered over the Search and Roundtable over the past week. Again, today is Friday, November 6th. Everyone have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys next. Bye.